the childbirth out of wedlock is also very much discouraged in Pakistan and subcontinent cultures, whereas here uh, in the current current of the culture, it is fine, but it was not encouraged in few years ago. It wasn't as acceptable as it is. There is then again it is personal choice, uh, personal preference. As men and women begin to gain equal dignity of work, of status in the society, those decisions have to be left to the individuals to make. Who am I to say how and why my son or my daughter should live up to my expectations? I can only teach them the preferences and the cultural norms. But it is their decision. It is the decision of dignity. But it's an evolving phenomenon in our cultures here and there. The things that were considered impossible to be seen in subcontinent are taking place now, meaning women working alongside men in those cultures. Now it is happening more frequently, more often. Those cultures are a few years behind, as Saudi Arabia just decided that women could drive. Up until now, women could not drive. So, as I said, again, coming back to that mankind moving forward, some are way ahead and some are following. But we are moving, we are in that journey of life, we are moving forward. These cultural differences, then the conversation will get into the merits of these cultural differences, but these differences do exist, and one must be respectful to those differences. As we say that difference of opinion ought to be respectfully heard and listened to, instead of condemning that this is better or that is not better. Evolution, evolving, we are continuing to move forward in our life. So is our culture, but there are some basic norms and basic needs of human beings that are fulfilled by those cultural norms. I give you an example. I was doing a case, a pro bono case for a Muslim women getting divorced in United States. And in the Muslim cultures, many Muslim countries, there is a tradition of marriage being a civil contract. And the concept of dower is mentioned in the civil agreement. And most of the Muslim marriage contracts have that concept of dower. And doing that research, I found that prior to the Social Security enactment here in the United States, there was a concept of dower as well in the United States. Only recently we abolished it because now we have Social Security. And in that evolution is the wisdom that family needs to have some security. If a woman is marrying a man, or if a man is marrying a woman, and they have family, there ought to be some social net of security to survive if they separate, if they divorce. So the concept of dower is not only limited to the Muslim part of the world or other part of the world, but in West as well. In United States itself, it's a recently that we thought, and wisely so, that the Social Security Act will cover such circumstances as well.